Hello, my first graders. Today we're working in our math books on lesson 8.9. That's page 485 in your math book. So if you're not on page 485, find that page, hit play when you are ready. All right. So we are going to be using our hundreds chart today for some of our problems. However, you might not actually need it today, okay? So let me show you, let me talk to you about what we're doing today. So we're going to be talking about related addition and subtraction facts. So we've talked about related addition and subtraction facts, okay? We have looked at, remember, 5, 3, 8. And we said 5 plus 3 equals 8, right? And we said then we could make a turnaround fact. 3 plus 5 equals 8. Could we make a minus fact if we know these numbers? Yeah, right? We start with our big number minus one of the small numbers, and it's going to equal the other small number. Then we talked about, and we could start with the 8 again. Instead of taking 3 away, we could take the 5 away, and it equals 3. So remember when we talked about this? Related facts means we only use those 3 numbers, and we can make 2 plus problems and 2 minus problems just using these facts. Remember we talked about how the plus and the minus problems go together. We looked at that, grab out my base 10 blocks. We looked at that using base 10 blocks, right? Here's 5, here's 3, right? So 5 plus 3 equals 8. Altogether equals 8. If I turn it like this, and do 3 plus 5, it's still going to equal 8. We don't need to recount it, right? We just know. I could turn it like this. Still equals 8. I still have my 3 and my 5. It equals 8. Upside down. 5 plus 3 equals 8. It doesn't matter how we turn it, right? It still equals 8. Well, it's also the same when we start with this 8 and I was to take the 3 away. Now we have that 5 left, right? Or I start with the 8, I take the 5 away, and it leaves me with 3. So once we have those 3 numbers, they work together, and we can create some addition problems and subtraction problems. The key is, though, we have to stick with the same numbers, okay? We can't go outside of that number family, okay? Now, these, when we did related facts, we were using small numbers, right? We never used really big numbers like we're using right now, okay? We use small numbers. But it works the same if we use small numbers or big. So it doesn't matter. If we had a big number, I'm not going to be able to model it for you using these cubes, right? I don't have 60 of these to pull out to show you, okay? But once we find the answer to a plus problem or the answer to a minus problem, then we have 3 numbers that can work together to create lots of different problems, okay? So just remember, once we have a whole plus problem or a whole minus problem, we can use those numbers to work together to make other problems. All right, so here's a hundreds chart. It says Trevor collects 38 acorns. He collects 10 more acorns. How many acorns does Trevor have now? Well, they want us to do, remember how we can use our hundreds chart, even though I said this is not the best way to do it. Here's 38. He collects 10 more acorns. Remember when we do 10 more, we go down, and that gives us 48. Okay, so if he has 48 acorns and then he gives 10 of them away, so remember 38 plus 10 is 48, but what if he gives 10 away? Then we go back to 38. Okay, so they want us to say, hey, we can go forwards and backwards on our chart. They also want us to see, look at this, 38 plus 10 equals 48. Guys, you don't have to write this, you're just watching. Okay, and so remember how we can take this and make it a related minus fact? If we have 48 and we take 10 away, look, same numbers. Minus problem, we start with our big number. We take away one of the small numbers, so what would be left? The other small number, 38. See how they go together? Right? We're going to be looking at that today. How when we get a full problem, we can use that problem to make a related minus problem. Okay, if we have a plus problem all the way through, we can turn it into a related minus problem. Just remember, when we do the minus, we have to start with the biggest number, right? We take the biggest number, and for a minus, we start with the big number. So here it is again on this page. You can use a hundreds chart to find a sum and a difference. 28 plus 40. Well, we've learned that we can use our hundreds chart, but we also learned that we can line that up, can't we? 29 plus 40, right? We learned that we can line it up that way too. 9 plus 0 is 9. 4 plus 2, or 2 plus 4, 6. Gave us 69, okay? Or we put our finger on 29, right? And if we're adding 40, we count by tens going down. 10, 20, 30, 40. And see, we landed on 69. So either way, I prefer you guys learning how to do it this way because as you get older, you're not going to have a hundreds chart to play with, okay? Now, they want us to see that if we start at 69, right? We start at 69. Hey, answer to a plus problem, big number. And we take 40 hops back, right? Minus 40. We're going to land on 29. So look, we started here, 40 hops down. And if we were to go back 40 hops, 10, 20, 30, 40, we're back where we started from. Okay, so they want to show you, you go down 40 hops plus 40, and then minus 40, right? They go together, they're the same. We go back where we started. I want to show you this is a related minus problem. 29 plus 40 equals 69, right? 69 is our big number because we took the two small numbers, got our big number. Then, look, a related minus problem. 69 minus 40 equals 29. Notice the numbers are the same, right? We use the same numbers. Okay. Down here, we have more of the same. 56 plus 20. Well, they are telling us we can use our hundreds chart if we want to, or you can line them up. It's up to you. Is it easier for you to do this? If it is, you can. Right? 56 plus 20, line it up, add your ones and your tens. Or you can find 56 on your number chart. Okay? And you can add 20 more. Remember, count by tens. 10, 20. Where do you land? 76. Now again, you decide what's easier, right? Or you add down, right? 6 plus 0 is 6. 5 plus 2 more is 7. 76. Okay, same answer. Now they want us to see, look at this, right? Here's the big number, 76 minus 20. So without even going back here, what do we know about these related facts? 76 minus 20. What's the other number we didn't use? Yeah, that 56. Yeah, So 56 plus 20 equals 76. 76 minus 20 equals 56. So what they're trying to show us is here's 56, here's 76, right? 20 hops down to 10, 20, 76, 20 hops up, 10, 20, 56. So they're related, right? When we use the same numbers, we go down 20 hops or then back up 20 hops, right? They're going to be a related fact. They relate to each other. Right, I want you to try this one, 48 plus 50. You can either solve it using your hundreds chart or line it up and find your answer. Then see if you can use what you know here to find your related fact down here. Think about what this problem shows. What would be the missing number down here? All right, go ahead and solve. Hit play when you're ready to check. All right, if you're hitting play, you're ready to check. 48 plus 50, right? So you should have gotten 98, right? 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 5 is 9, 98. Now look what you have. 48 plus 50 equals 98. Well, look, right? You put the big number over here. Take away a small number. What's left? 48. It's a related fact. Right? Using the same numbers. Start with the big number, take away a small number, equals the other small number. All right, here we are. Try this one on your own. 48 plus 60, and then 88 minus 60. So take what you know, right? Solve this. Either use your hundreds chart or line it up. Take what you know with this answer here. Right? How did they change it around to make a related fact? Hit play when you're ready to check. All right. If you're hitting play, that means you solved this and you're ready to check it. Okay, so you had 28 plus 60. You could have used the hundreds chart, found 28, right? And took counted by tens till you hit 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. You landed on 88. Or if you added down, 8, 6 plus 2 is 8. Okay, same answer. Then look and think, what do we know about related facts? 28 plus 60 equals 88. Look what we did. 88 minus 60 equals 28. Related, same numbers. All right, and then on here, they wanted you to see, here's 88. If I went back 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I'm back to my 28. So I went down, and then I went back up. All right, look for a pattern. Use the hundreds chart to add and subtract. All right, so I want you to try these problems on your own. Either line them up or use your hundreds chart. It's up to you. How do you want to solve it? Once you get your answer to your plus problem, use that to help you with your minus problem. Hit play when you're ready to check your work. All right, my first graders, if you are hitting play, you are ready to check your work. So let's take a look. If you haven't done the work that's under here, make sure you stop and get that done first so that you're practicing. All right, we had 36 plus 30. You should have gotten 66. Maybe you used your hundreds chart, found 36, counted down by tens, 10, 20, 30. There's 66. Or you wrote your problem and lined it up. So if you're on 66 and you took 30 hops back, 10, 20, 30, you landed on 36. Or you just looked at this problem and you know with related facts, you use the same numbers. 66, 30, and then what was left? 36. Okay, either way. 73 plus 10. Well, 73. 10 more, 83. 83 minus 10, back to 73. Okay? Or you lined it up. Right. 25 plus 70. So maybe you found 25 and you counted by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. You got 95. Okay, then 95 minus 70. Well, 25. 18 plus 40, 58. 58 minus 40, 18. So it's like counting down, right? And then counting back up. Related facts using the same numbers. All right, if you need to pause, you can. If not, we're going to keep going. Math on the spot. So remember, you can watch this video. There are 73 bees in a hive. 10 bees fly away. Then 10 more bees fly into the hive. How many bees are in the hive now? So let's think this through again. There's 73 bees in a hive. So you've got 73. 10 bees fly away. Then 10 more bees fly into the hive. Wait a minute. So 10 fly away and then 10 more come in. Let's think about that. So 10 fly away, then 10 come back in. It's like being back to where we started. Look at that. Here's 73. If 10 fly away, 10 less, which way are we going for 10 less? Up, our number gets smaller, right? 10 fly away. And then 10 more bees come. We're back to where we started from, 73. We lose 10, we get our number smaller, then we get 10, we go back to where we started. So how many bees are in the hive? 73. I'm going to show you that in another way. You ready? Here's my 73. 10. I have 7 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 ones. Okay. If 10 fly away, right, we would get rid of a 10. What if 10, then you have plus 10, so we would get 10. How many do we have? Well, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 tens and 3 ones. All right, my first graders. So that's just 2 ways to show you. So it's always a good idea to listen to what they're saying to us, right? 10 fly away, 10 come back. It's the same thing. We lose them, then we get them back. So our number is the same. All right. Solve. Draw or write to show your work. There are 38 ants on a rock. 10 move to the grass. 10 walk up a tree. How many ants are on the rock now? So let's look at this again. There are 38 ants on a rock. 10 move to the grass. So if they're moving to the grass, they're going off that rock, aren't they? So we need a minus 10. So 38 minus 10, because 10 move onto the grass. 10 walk up a tree. So wait a minute. If these 10 walk up the tree, are we getting more or are we still losing again? We're still losing. We still lose 10 more. How many ants are on the rock now? Well, let's draw to solve this. You ready? How many do we start with? 38. So here's my 3 tens. How many ones do we need? 8 ones. 3 tens, 8 ones. Now look what we have. 10, right? We lose 10 because 10 go on the grass. So how do we show that we lose 10? What do we do to show that we're losing some? Do we make more or do we cross off? We cross off. So let's cross 10 off. 10, move onto the grass. But we're not done yet. Look what else we have. We had those 10 that walked up a tree. So again, minus 10. How do we show minus 10 again? Yeah, we cross another one off. All right, now how many do we have left? So let's look. How many ones do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We still have 8 ones. We never touched them. How many tens do we have now? 1 10. So 1 10 and 8 ones. What number does that make? 18, right? Tens and ones. All right. Let's look at the next one. There are 27 birds at the park. 10 more birds, oops, not 10 more, 50 more birds come. Then 50 fly away. How many birds are at the park now? So wait a minute, hold on. 50 birds come and then 50 fly away. What just happened? 50 came, then 50 flew away. 50 came, and then 50 flew away. What's 50 minus 50? Look, we can even line that up. 50 minus 50. 0 minus 0 is 0. 5 minus 5 is 0, right? It's like 50 came away. What do we have? 0. So wait a minute. So how many birds do we still have? 27. Let me show that to you one other way. You ready? Here's my 27 birds. Guys, you don't need to draw this. You can just watch, okay? Here's 27. 50 birds come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tens is 50. 50 fly away. So what do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get rid of all those, right? 50 came, but then we lost the 50, so I cross them off. We're left with that 27. Okay, the 27 stayed the same. All right. Match the math sentences that count on and back by 10. Okay, so they want you to, in other words, find the related fact. So what you need to do is solve each one of these and write your answer in, and then see, which is the related fact down here. So solve each one of these. You might want to line them up on the side unless you want to use a hundreds chart to solve. Write your answer in for each one of these up here, and then see if you can find where it's related down here. Okay, pause. When you're finished, hit play to check. All right. If you're hitting play, that means that you solved these and you're ready to go. All right, so you should have solved 25 plus 40. You should have gotten 65. Then you look down here. Which one shows 65 minus one of these small numbers? Hey, 65 minus 40, that would equal 25. 65 plus 20, you should have written 85 up here. Do you see one that has 85 in it down here? Yeah, this one. 85 minus 20 would be 65. Last ones, 45 plus 30. You should have written 75 up here. Equals 75. Look down here. 75 minus 30 equals 45. That's they connect. So the key was you should have written your answers at the top. You should add them and then write your answers. All right, now you're going to practice on your personal math trainer.